Hey guys, Luke for Smith here, and let me share a experience I had. Well, not really a experience, like something that I got up to while I was geocaching about, I'm gonna say 3 years ago. Like I started geocaching in 2015. That was probably, let's see, 2018, 17, 16, 15. Yeah, it must have been like the first year because I got a membership of geocaching premium in this month in 2015, because I know it's this month because it renewed on the 5th of February. Um, so I, I would not count this as urban exploring, mostly because the things was boarded up. You couldn't enter them or anything. There was one that was explorable, but it's not much, but I'm going to touch up on it anyway. So I was geocaching locally with my uncle. He and I went to the, to be honest, I forgot where we went to. I think it was on the public footpath behind our place, because they had a few geocaches along that route. Now I need to do the whole of the footpath. Now the problem is it's like 6 miles long, 7 miles long I think it is. Because it's an old train tracks. They've taken all the train tracks away. So what I'm going to do, get on the bike and do the entire route. So we was going around in the countryside and stuff. Coming through there, having a look in trees for caches and that. We actually was a bit successful. Yeah, it was actually good for my first time doing it. We went over the road where the roundabout was, and done some geocaching in the countryside there, because we knew there was about 5 or 6 there. I think we only got about 5 of them. We could not find the 6th one anywhere, so we decided to go back. And where we was actually a bit further out than we expected. So I just put it into the normal Google Maps to find out where we was, and we was actually about 3 miles away from home. Bearing in mind that this is all walking, I can't drive, so this is just walking and stuff. So we went through. We found the dual carriageway that we needed to cross, and we crossed it, then headed towards home. And basically to the left of us there was a old house that had some really creepy gates on it. Now this is in the daylight. This is I'm gonna say May or June of 2015. So this was in the daytime, so it looked creepy, but not as creepy as it would have been at night. And you could see through the gate the big house. It's actually a decent sized house, really. A little, I'm gonna say it was a little bit smaller, but just a fraction smaller of the house that I'm in now. But it was actually the width, not the length, the actual width of it was bigger than this house, so it might have been bigger from the back. I'm not quite sure though. Anyway, the gates were welded shut, rusted shut, not really welded. So you couldn't really open them without forcing your way in. But we just poked our heads through and had a little look. The windows and doors was all boarded up and everything. All the weeds are starting to overgrow in the pathway up to the house's entrance. So I thought to myself, no, I'm not going to bother going and having a look there, because it looks like it was getting done up anyway. It looks like someone was wanting to buy it. Just by looking at it, you could see that it's probably not one of those going to be abandoned forever places. Now, the second place, this is all in the same day. We crossed over again to get to the other side of the footpath, and we decided to go into the village. Went to the village, got something to eat, like a little snack or something, because they got a little. It's a nicer now, but it used to be something different back then. I'm not quite sure what it was called. It's probably a Londies or something like that. So we got that, and we decided to take the village out. Decided to take the back entrance outwards. So we went through, and the hotel we went past, and we decided to actually cut through there's it's not a park, it's just some like rough foliage. If you go through the hotel car park, there's an opening in the fence. You can basically just go through and up this mudded path. Then that it was starting to get raining, so it was getting a bit muddy anyway, and we decided to go through into the field, which was basically where the public footpath, that smaller one, connected to. So there was no one in it. It wasn't even been used, so we just wanted to use it as a shortcut to get home. And we could see this really old shack in the middle of this field. So we decided to have a look. Not expecting what was going to happen. Luckily, nothing did happen. We basically looked, and it was basically a big shack. It's just one room though, and it looks like one of them hay storage shacks. We looked in it. It's all hay and straw. There's a bird's nest in the corner on one of the rafters. It must have been in there for over 100 years, because it did look ancient. That shack did. And there was an old rickety ladder in the middle, going up to this this platform in the attic space of this shack, supposing they store like bird feed and stuff, like small horse feed and things up in the attic, and the straw in the bottom, or vice versa, because I do know that some people store their straw or hay in the top, in the attic space of the shacks and the sheds. So we thought to ourselves, I'm not going to climb that ladder, because that looks like it's going to break, because it was riddled with woodworm. And I took a hold of one of the rungs on the ladder, and it basically started to crumble. So I thought to myself, I'm not going up there. There wasn't anything up there to look at anyway, because you could see through the hole in the ceiling that there was nothing there. It's been all swept out and stuff. So he decided to exit, and it basically went home, because easy route to home. So yeah, I wouldn't call that an urban exploration, because there's nothing urban about it. I just got an email from the Sun. Even if I did, and I believe I did have my camera with me then, I can't remember if I did or I didn't. I probably just had my phone with me. And yeah, I did have YouTube in 2015, so I could have videoed it and everything, but back then I did not know what urban exploration meant. Now I do know. There is a few places that I would like to explore though. The only problem is one needs the landowner's permission, because it's on private ground, and the second one is the same thing, it's on private ground. And another one, there must be a website, because I'm pretty sure in my area, I'm pretty sure there's a few abandoned places to go around. So I'm gonna have a look into it, see if I need permissions or anything like that. Have a look on YouTube, see if anyone else has done it, because if anyone else has done the locations that I want to do, then I know it's doable. So yeah. So watch this space, it might be something new on my channel. Yeah, that was basically it for this video. I'm gonna leave it here for now. Tomorrow, I've got no idea what I'm gonna do that I'm going to be doing tomorrow. So tomorrow I'm not gonna have anything. But on Saturday I'm gonna have that other kart game, video game thing on again. So yeah, until then, see you guys.